If you're a mobile detailer or shop owner, this is the content strategy that my clients use to make over $40,000 per month. When you're marketing your business, there's two different ways that you can do it. Typically, this is what most businesses do, and it's called push marketing. So you have your leads that come in, whether that's from ads, organic, Google SEO, doesn't matter where they come in. You have leads that come in, and then you're pushing them to purchase from you. You're spam calling them every single day, you're texting them every single day, and no matter what, they're not responding or they have a really low response rate. And typically, when this happens, you're going to rub people the wrong way. They won't respect you, they won't respect the business, and if they do close, they're not going to be your ideal target audience. What we want is people to come to us. We want people to DM us, reach out to us, and want to purchase our service. We don't want to have to convince people as to why they should buy our service. The way that you fix that is through a content strategy. You take all the information that makes your target audience purchase from you and you implement that into a content strategy. When you do that correctly, this is what it looks like. Your leads come in, they're nurtured through content, and they're closed. It's stress-free. There's no pressuring, there's no pushing, and it's much easier for you to close them on a sales call because you're not pressuring them into a sale. The way that you do this is from implementing 3 different types of content. Most people only focus on this right here, which is top of funnel. And top of funnel, the way that you want to think about it is if you're walking on the street and you run into somebody and they have no idea who you are and they ask you who you are and what you do, top of funnel, this is how you'll communicate with them. You're introducing yourself, you're talking about something general that anybody is going to resonate with. When it comes to detailing or ceramic coating, a common top of funnel video is giving a general run through of the service that you're doing, or why the client came in, what they were looking for, what they wanted fixed, what service you did for them, and what the benefits are of the service, because that's what's going to relate to a general audience. Now, let's fast forward a week. Let's say this person that we met on the street, now we run into him again, and you pick up that conversation where you left off. Now they already know who you are, they know what you do, so you can have a conversation about something that you were talking to them about previously. Comes down to the same thing with content. That's what middle of funnel is. Middle of funnel is where you're starting to nurture your leads. It's where you're starting to provide more information about you personally, your business, the services, the benefits, the pricing of the services, who it's for. You're providing more information, move them one step closer to purchasing from you every time they see a video. So top of funnel, this should be 40% of your content. 40% of the time you post, it should always be top of funnel, reaching a large audience, bringing traffic to your Instagram account. Middle of funnel should also be 40% of your content, but 40% of this content is what's nurturing these leads and basically pre-selling them and pre-qualifying them. It's how we get our sales process to become so easy because the content is what sells for us. This video here got over, I think, 300,000 views from one of my clients, and it was him talking about this is what to expect from a $1,500 ceramic coating service. So 300,000 people saw this video. 300,000 people now know he charges $1,500 for a coating. So if he had 10 people who reached out about the coating service, now they know it's going to be $1,500 or at least around $1,500 because he was talking about it in the video. Where if you leave that out, you're going to have all these people reaching out to you expecting your services to be $500, $600. Maybe there are some people who are willing to pay $1,600. But if you don't talk about it, you're going to get a lot more low quality leads that come in and you're going to end up wasting time on the phone. People are always scared to say the price because they feel like if they tell people the price, they're not going to want to reach out because they're worried that if they tell people the price, they're not going to move forward. And for some people, that is the case, but I would rather have less people reach out, but those people reaching out are qualified and ready to buy than have tons of people reaching out every single day, being super low quality and ending up just wasting my time talking to all these different people who at the end of the day are never going to purchase from me. So you kind of have to find the middle ground. And that's why I recommend giving a range of pricing. Show your $300 services, show the $2,000 services, the $1,200 and the $1,500. So that way you're not going to eliminate everybody. You're still going to have a healthy amount of lead flow coming in, but those people that do come in are going to be a lot more qualified. So that's middle of funnel. Bottom of funnel, this is when you have people who are interested, but you just need that nudge in order to get them to move forward. Typically, if somebody trusts you, they're a lot more likely to move forward with you over somebody else. So that's what we focus on a lot in bottom of funnel. And this should be about 20% of your content. 20% of your content is meant to build trust, talk about client testimonials, maybe expectation videos. Here's what to expect from our ceramic coating services. And also talking about you personally, talk about your story, talk about your business, your team, employees. Like, let people in to the business, show them the business. Talk about your background so that way you can really build trust and get people to buy into you and not just buying your services. Now, if you do this properly and you post every single day, Monday through Friday, at least once a day, posting this content, typically what's going to happen is you have a lead that comes in, they get contacted, you're going to have a higher response rate because the content is pre-qualifying, it's increasing that lead quality, and they're going to close. Or the second option is you contact them, or maybe they don't reply, or maybe they're just not ready yet. Then what happens is they funnel back into the content strategy, and now maybe they drop in here at middle of funnel. So now they're getting a lot of this content, and eventually what's going to happen is those people who are qualified buyers will turn into a lead again, and this time around, when you contact them, they will get closed. Otherwise, if you don't have this strategy here, all of these leads that you lose, the ones that don't reply, they're not getting dropped into anything. They're getting dropped into before and after photos, which does absolutely nothing. Before and after photos don't sell people. ASMR videos don't sell people. B-roll videos where it's a trending audio with music in the background doesn't sell people. That's the easiest type of content to create, and that's why people post that content, because it's easy. But if it's easy, do you expect people to reach out because of it? A lot of the content we create takes time to make. There's a system behind it. There's a team behind it. Maybe it costs a little bit of money to get this content strategy created, but that's because it's generating actual income. And a lot of people nowadays are just looking for the quickest way to make money. And if that's the case, you shouldn't even be watching this video because none of this stuff is for you if you're just looking for quick money. But if you want to build something that's actually sustainable, it's going to make you money long term, and it's going to build a profitable business, this is the content strategy that you should implement. If you're trying to grow your detailing business right now and you want to make $40,000 plus per month, and you want help doing it, I offer a 90-day one-on-one coaching program where I teach my paid ad strategy, organic marketing strategy, content strategy, sales process. I teach how to build out a team and remove yourself from the service delivery. If that's something that you want more information on, the description of this video, I'll have the link to my Instagram account. Go click on my Instagram account, DM me the word grow, and I will reach out to you seeing if you would be a good fit for the training. Other than that, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.